Greetings, dear son or daughter. Listen carefully, because I have a special message for you. It is essential that you stay until the end, because there are profound truths that I want to share. First of all, remember that you are never alone. Your guardian angel is by your side, guiding your steps and protecting your journey. He has a divine and urgent message for you. Life can often seem challenging, and the spirit of rejection can overwhelm you. But know, just as I know you intimately, I have also chosen you for something great. You are loved and valued, even when you feel helpless. I have a plan for your life. Every talent, every resource you possess has been created for a greater purpose. My blessings are approaching, and they are designed to uplift you and illuminate the path you must follow. It's a call for you to take your place and make a difference in the world around you. Be faithful, my beloved. The transformation you long for can happen quickly. The blessings I am about to pour out on you require your heart to be prepared. Keep the faith, be open, and don't let doubt or fear stop you from moving forward. Listen carefully, because what I'm about to share is of the utmost importance for your spiritual growth. In your life, it is essential that you identify and let go of those who do not contribute to your well-being. There are people and relationships that, although they may have been significant at one time, now act as anchors in your path. It's time to realize that releasing these ties doesn't mean failing or betraying, but rather seeking a space where you can fully flourish. Release relationships that prevent you from growing. Remember that your journey is unique and has been carefully planned by me. Some people may not understand your purpose and may unintentionally pull you down. It is an act of courage to distance yourself from everything that prevents you from progressing, even if it means distancing yourself from those you love. Be aware that by letting go of what no longer serves you, you make room for those connections that really count, people who support you, believe in your potential, and encourage you to be the best version of yourself. What's more, you have to get rid of outdated thoughts. It's natural for certain mindsets to stick with you throughout your life. These limiting beliefs and negative associations can become an invisible prison, blocking your progress. Ask yourself, what ideas am I holding on to that no longer serve me? Are they voices from the past, criticism you've received, or patterns that were ingrained long ago? These remnants of an old mindset need to be left behind. Change can begin with a simple disassociation from ideas that no longer reflect who you are. Focus on new thoughts that cultivate your faith and self-esteem. Embrace the possibility of a radiant future, where you are free to dream and achieve. Every new idea you embrace, every new perspective you adopt, brings you closer to the blessings I have for your life. Allow yourself to be renewed in mind and heart. And finally, don't forget to prioritize personal care. In a world that often puts the needs of others before your own, remember that your well-being is essential. Taking care of yourself is not a selfish act, it's a fundamental step towards receiving the blessings I wish to pour out on you. If you are surrounded by toxic relationships, it will be difficult to see the light that radiates from me. Make self-care a priority. Take time to reflect, pray, and recharge your energy. This will strengthen your connection with me and with your own essence. It's important to remember that receiving God's blessings is often linked to the space we leave in our lives. When you let go of what isn't good and make space for what really matters, you begin to see transformation take place. So I invite you to look around you and make choices that nourish your spirit, not oppress it. If you feel that you're in this cycle of relationships and thoughts that don't serve you, take a fresh look at your life. Try to understand what decisions you need to make in order to break free. Let go of what no longer serves you and embrace the new, because there is a bright path ahead, full of love, support, and growth. And along the way, don't forget that I'm always here, ready to listen and guide you. To receive the messages that are now awakening in your heart, sign up. Stay tuned for what I have to share. Through your new decisions and mindsets, you will find the peace and blessings that I have always been ready to pour into your life. It's time to change, it's time to grow, it's time to connect more deeply with what I have created for you. Now, Child, I want you to understand that life has an often surprising path. There are times when those who see you as an enemy may actually need you. It may seem disconcerting, but know that God has a plan to turn these situations around. The true magnitude of His heart and goodness will be revealed in times of adversity. What may seem like a clash today can turn into an opportunity to show compassion and help. Many will realize, in their moments of difficulty, that you are the person they can trust. This doesn't mean giving up your integrity or what you believe in. On the contrary, it's a chance to show the power of love and forgiveness. Forgiveness is a complex but essential issue in your life. It is not just a gesture for others, but a release for you. When you forgive, you are not absolving yourself of harmful actions, but rather freeing your own heart from the weight of bitterness. However, it is vital that you protect your emotional and spiritual well-being at the same time. Forgiveness should not be confused with the need to reopen wounds or allow others to hurt you again. Set healthy boundaries. When forgiving, remember that it is perfectly acceptable to keep the distance necessary for your peace of mind to prevail. This protection is an act of self-love and a form of respect for yourself. As you go through life, keep your faith. Being respectful and honest with your principles does not mean being intransigent. In many cases, you may encounter resistance or opposition. But don't let this discourage you. The truth is powerful, and by expressing it with courage, you light the way not only for yourself, but also for those around you. Speaking the truth can be a solemn act, but it is also an act of love that can transform the lives of others. Don't be afraid to take a stand, even if it means finding yourself at odds with people around you. I believe that your courage to be true will reflect on how others perceive the faith and light you carry. Throughout these moments, don't forget that the bond with others is important, but the relationship you nurture with yourself is equally crucial. When you seek authenticity and kindness, this will be seen and noticed. I therefore invite you to comment on your experience on this path. Which people in your life do you realize have needed you in unexpected ways? What have you learned about forgiveness and boundaries? Share your reflections. This can help others visualize their own challenges and triumphs. The process of life is partly about human interaction. Sometimes pain can come not only from direct actions, but from the absence of empathy and love. And when you commit to living in truth, your light will shine, even in the shadows. Forgiveness and courage are fundamental to building a path where everyone can flourish. I know there are challenges, but remain confident. You are stronger than you think, and your ability to forgive and love is a force that can change the course of many stories. Remember, as you reaffirm yourself, your faith becomes a staff in times of storm. Don't hesitate to stand firm on your principles, even if the world around you has its own dilemmas. Your voice matters, and your heart is a beacon of hope. The desire for each of you to unite through shared experience is fundamental to this community. So think about that connection. How much are you willing to share about your own experiences with forgiveness or the need to stand firm in faith, even when it involves naysayers? Your story may resonate with others who are going through similar situations. Every word counts, and together we can grow in understanding and love, strengthening the network of light that already exists between us. The journey is not only about victories, but also about the lessons we learn and how these lessons shape us. Each story can inspire and give strength to someone else. Go for it, son. Comment, share, and let your voice echo. You never know how your words might impact someone else's life. It's time to reflect on the illusions that the world sometimes presents us with, disguised as opportunities and promises that, deep down, offer nothing solid or lasting. Many are deceived by the glamorizations of material life, and we need to be vigilant, because not all that glitters is gold. Satan uses artifices and distractions that seem attractive, but they can be traps that lead us away from our true purpose. We need to recognize these illusions and use discernment to prevent them from diverting us from the path that has been laid out for us. These deceptions can manifest themselves in various forms, whether through promises of status, power, or instant gratification. It's easy to get lost in a world that values the superficial over the essential. When you let yourself get carried away by these appearances, you run the risk of losing sight of what really matters, your relationship with me and the truth that resides in your heart. It's essential that you see beyond the surface and identify what really brings peace and happiness to your life. This often involves letting go of ideas and expectations that society has imposed on you. Healing begins when you decide to turn to God. Amidst the pain and superficialities of the world, I offer a path of restoration. When you come to me, you will find consolation, strength, and true peace that does not depend on external circumstances. It is in this return that you will learn that the wounds you carry can be healed. Through prayer, meditation, and sincere reflection, every pain and weight can be transformed into liberation. I'm not here to judge you, I'm here to surround you with love and bring restoration to your being. The world often teaches us to seek happiness in the wrong way, by detaching ourselves from what really matters. By restoring your relationship with me, you begin to fill the spaces that were empty with true love. Realize that the experiences you still carry can be an opportunity for healing. Each of you, by seeking direct connection, becomes a channel for positive energy, allowing divine love to heal what is broken. Life is a cycle of connections, which is why it is equally important that you evaluate who you are getting involved with. Toxic relationships not only drain your energy, but can also undermine your purpose. When connections are not aligned with my will, they become an obstacle on your path to growth and understanding. Pause and reflect. Are there people in your life who pull you down, who don't promote your well-being? Remember that prioritizing your emotional and spiritual health is not an act of selfishness, but a necessity. It is essential to surround yourself with people who inspire you, who encourage your faith, and who are willing to grow together in love and understanding. Cut ties with those who don't promote spiritual growth. It is possible to love people from a distance. You can continue to wish them well, but choosing not to get involved in their negative frequencies is an act of love and self-respect. When you take the courage to distance yourself from energies that do you no good, you make room for connections that align with truth and light. Healthy relationships are those that strengthen, not break. They should be a reflection of the love I have for you and for humanity. This process is not simple, and insecurities may arise. But remember that my grace is enough. Learning to say no to what doesn't serve you is a crucial step towards your divine purpose. As you move away from worldly illusions and reconnect with me, you will find new understanding and a renewed sense of direction. This is how true life reveals itself, when you are willing to look beyond the shadows. Reflecting on your experiences, recognizing your wounds and healing them is a personal journey. This transformation requires courage and dedication, but the result is always liberating. You are not alone in this, for I am your guide. With every step you take towards the truth, you will find strength and love in abundance. The journey to healing is continuous and non-linear, and every day, you have the chance to get a little closer to me and to who you really are. Have confidence. The process of healing and self-knowledge is valuable, and by focusing on the restoration and purity of your heart, you are contributing not only to your growth, but also to the well-being of those around you. The light you carry is powerful. As it shines, it can touch the lives of many and create a domino effect of love and healing. Stay alert, because the changes you make on the inside will be reflected in your actions and relationships. Constantly seek truth and love, allowing me to guide you every step of the way, moving you away from illusions and closer to the light that truly matters. Understand the depth and importance of forgiveness in your life. Forgiveness is not just a decision, but a key that opens doors to your future and your divine purpose. There are hurts and wounds that, if left untreated, remain as anchors that prevent you from moving forward. By forgiving, you are not absolving others of their actions, but allowing yourself to be freed from that emotional burden that weighs you down. The act of forgiving is a gift you give yourself, and by doing so, you create space for what really matters: emotional health and the ability to move towards the future I have prepared for you. Forgiveness is a fundamental step in fulfilling your purpose. Look at the wounds you carry and ask yourself, how is this impacting my life today? Hurt prevents you from seeing the opportunities that are in front of you and limits your understanding of the love that is rightfully yours. Forgiveness is therefore a gesture of love for yourself, a conscious choice not to let the past define who you are or what you are destined to be. In this process, allow yourself to feel the pain, recognize the situations, but don't hold on to them. By releasing this burden, you become lighter, more open to the new experiences that are waiting for you. Also, keep in your heart the need to protect your divine relationship. The story of Samson is a powerful reminder of how deceitful relationships can divert you from your purpose and compromise it. Samson was a man of extraordinary strength, but his vulnerability lay in the people he became involved with. These relationships not only deceived him, but also led him away from his true mission. It is vital that you examine the relationships around you and ask yourself if they are truly supportive or if they are somehow pulling you down. It's not always easy to recognize when someone is not aligned with your divine purpose. Sometimes the intentions may seem good, but it's crucial to be aware of the actions and the impact these relationships have on your life. The connections you form should complement your spiritual and emotional growth. If you notice that someone is leading you to decisions that take you away from me, it's time to reevaluate that connection. The protection of your divine relationship is vital for you to remain firm on your path. Don't let the distractions of the world take you away from what really matters. Trust in the fact that your value and purpose come from me, and not from the opinions of others. In the society we live in, we are often led to believe that our value depends on what others think. This is an illusion that must be dispelled. People's approval can be ephemeral and unstable. What you need to know is that you are loved with an unconditional love that transcends any human standard. When you feel belittled or underestimated, remember the fundamental truth: you are a unique and valuable creation, destined to shine uniquely in this world. Your essence cannot be measured by what the external world has to offer, but by the connection you have with me. It is this connection that brings value to your life and your purpose. When you trust me, you grow stronger. Remember that even when outside voices try to belittle you, I will always support you. The love I have for you is not conditional and is not driven by the opinions of those around you. In the course of this reflection, consider your own experiences. What hurts do you still need to forgive? How might the relationships around you be helping you or distracting you from who you really are? And how can you reinforce this understanding that your value is intrinsic and non-negotiable? Allow yourself to blossom, releasing the bonds of resentment and embracing the light that comes from forgiveness. Protect your heart and soul by engaging in supportive relationships that reflect the beauty of the creation that you are. And whenever you feel vulnerable to the opinions of others, return to your center, to your true self, and remember that in me you will find true validation. This is how you walk steadily towards what is in store for you. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself, an act of courage that propels your life towards alignment with divine love. Your heart, protected and strong, shines brightly, guiding you through the uncertainties, keeping faith with every step you take. The path will open, and you will see how powerful and transformative the light you carry is, impacting not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. By trusting in me, forgiving hurts and protecting the divine relationship, you align yourself with the purpose that has always been there, waiting for the right moment to reveal itself fully. You can often find yourself overthinking, revisiting the past or surrounding yourself with negativity. These thought patterns can become habits that affect your emotional and spiritual well-being. It's crucial that you start to recognize when you're getting lost in these cycles and, instead of getting stuck in them, decide to change them. Changing your habits takes courage, but this courage makes room for transformation. When you realize that taking a moment to think is different from allowing your mind to get stuck in thoughts that don't bring growth, you begin to free yourself. Avoiding rumination about past mistakes or worries about the future is an essential step. Often, the mind is like a radio that won't stop. It plays songs that have already gone, but you have the power to change the station and focus on songs that inspire and lift your spirit. Life is much more than the worries you accumulate. Let go of that weight and start living in the present. Every moment you attract into your life is a new opportunity to make different choices. So ask yourself, how can I bring more positivity into my life? By doing so, you will allow light to enter your heart, replacing the shadows that previously seemed to dominate. Transformation begins with small acts, such as starting the day with gratitude, taking a break to breathe deeply, or even giving a kind smile to someone around you. These small actions can create a significant impact on your day. Now, when talking about restoration, trust fully in the fact that what has been lost can, in fact, be regained. Often, the losses you feel are deep and real, and it may seem that nothing can fill that void. However, I tell you that restoration is a promise and you must believe in it. What you think you have lost in this life may not be lost forever. Sometimes what we need is time and space for restoration to happen, whether it's relationships, dreams, or even aspects of yourself that have been hurt. Recognizing that life has its seasons is part of the process. There will be times of drought and times of abundance, and what is important is that you stand firm in faith and trust. The promise of restoration doesn't mean that everything will go back to exactly the way it was, but rather that new forms of joy and renewal can emerge in your life. This process can be slow and sometimes difficult, but I am a God who honors promises and faithfulness. What seemed lost can indeed be brought back in an even richer and deeper way. And remember, son, God's timing is perfect. Don't despair when things don't seem to turn out the way you'd like. Trust that the blessings will manifest themselves at the right time. Impatience can often lead you to hasty decisions that don't reflect the truth of what I have for you. When you allow divine time to unfold, you create space for wonders to happen in ways you never imagined. What appears to be a delay may be preparation for something extraordinary that I am preparing for you. The truth is that each of you has a purpose and a mission here. The blessings you seek are not merely the result of your actions, but the manifestation of the plan I have laid out. Keep the faith in times of uncertainty. When life seems tumultuous, remember to turn to me for strength and direction. Through prayer and meditation, you can find stability and calm. As much as external voices may try to divert you from your belief, be aware that the love and strength I offer you are unbeatable. Always remember that life is not a race, it's a walk. Every step counts and, often, those slower steps are the ones that most guarantee stability and security on the path you are walking. So I invite you to look inside yourself. What habits do you need to adjust? What is holding you back? How can you make room for a brighter future, where God's blessings can flow fully into your life? When you become aware of these necessary changes and dedicate yourself to them, you allow the transformation to begin. And I also want to talk about the power of your words. Have you ever stopped to think about how they shape your reality? Every word you utter carries energy, and that energy has a profound impact on your life. It is therefore extremely important that you choose your words wisely. Speaking positively is not just a trend or a fad, it is a spiritual practice that reflects trust in the promises I have made. When you speak in accordance with divine truth and the promises I have placed before you, you begin to create an environment where hope and faith can thrive. Imagine what happens when you express gratitude instead of complaint. When you talk about the blessings around you, even if they are small, you open doors to receive more. Instead of dwelling on the negative or what is lacking in your life, start declaring what is good and true. Words have a transformative power. They can lift a person's spirits, change the direction of a day, and even impact your own self in ways you can't imagine. So start practicing positive speech, even in challenging situations. Tell yourself that you are loved, that you have value, that promises are true, and that there is hope for the future. This not only strengthens you, but also influences the environment around you. Another essential truth is the importance of faith. Jesus made it very clear that faith is a fundamental requirement for receiving miracles. At times, it may seem that circumstances are against you, but it is precisely at these moments that faith becomes most powerful. When you trust me completely, mountains can move. Faith is believing in what you can't see, it's being sure that what's in store for you is underway, even if your eyes can't see it. Situations that seem impossible can often be transformed if you have faith and believe that I am capable of doing what you think is unattainable. When you are faced with difficulties, remember the power that faith can bring you. Don't let yourself be defeated by the challenges. Instead, keep your sight set on the promise that I am working in all things for your good. Faith is an act of surrender and trust. It is remembering that you are not alone and that I am by your side, ready to guide you through the storms. Allow this faith to manifest itself in your life day after day, and you will see how situations begin to change. Finally, trust in my ways. Often, you may feel that you need immediate answers or that you have to control the situation. But depend on me for everything. My plan is perfect, even when it doesn't seem so. The difficulties you face may be part of a bigger plan that you can't yet understand. When you trust the direction I'm giving you, even if it seems uncertain, many doors will begin to open. Remember that I know the end from the beginning and that my thoughts are higher than yours. Trusting in my ways means learning to rest in the certainty that I am in control. I am always praying for you, even when you don't feel it. Every step you take, I am with you, guiding and protecting. So fight doubt and trust. Life doesn't always turn out the way you planned, but that doesn't mean it's not going in the right direction. Be open to the possibility that I may be preparing something magnificent for you. What may seem like a detour in your life could be the path that leads to a rich new blessing. When things don't go your way, remember to keep speaking positively, nurture your faith and keep faith in my plans. The combination of these attitudes will keep your life in a state of growth and hope, even when times seem unfavorable. By speaking positively, you strengthen your spirit and allow the light of truth to shine into your life and the lives of others around you. This light is a testimony to the power that resides in you, a power that is given by me. Make this practice a constant part of your daily life. Every day, remember to speak words that reflect my love and promises. Strengthen your faith in times of uncertainty and always trust that my plan is perfect, even if it's not clear to you right now. Life's path is full of surprises and lessons, but when you are aligned with what is eternal and true, anything becomes possible. Obey and trust, and you will see how blessings will be poured into your life in ways you never imagined. Sometimes life seems chaotic and you may feel like you need to take the reins, but it's crucial to remember that true security comes from trusting in me, not in your own understanding. By giving up this need for control and surrendering your life to my will, you experience a peace that surpasses all human understanding. This surrender is not a sign of weakness, on the contrary, it is a powerful act of faith. Recognizing that there is a greater plan for you, one that goes beyond what you can see or understand, brings not only relief, but also freedom. When you trust in me, you let go of the weight of your anxieties and worries. This doesn't mean that you won't face difficulties or doubts, but that you'll find strength in knowing that you're not alone. You may often feel lost, but surrender is the key that opens the door to a new perspective, where I am the guide and you are the witness to the wonders I can perform in your life. Trust that my love and wisdom are infinite and that, even in the most complicated situations, I am working for your greater good. Removing fear through faith is a significant step you can take. Fear is one of the biggest barriers in life. It can paralyze you, limit you, and create a fog that obscures your vision. When you stand firm in faith, you become unshakable in the face of life's storms. True faith is like a firm foundation, supporting you in times of difficulty. When things get tough and doubts creep in, remember that faith is the light that can guide you through the darkness. Instead of allowing fear to dictate your actions, choose to believe that I am greater than any challenge you may face. By standing firm in faith, you become a testimony to the power of trusting in me. This not only strengthens your life, but also inspires those around you. When you maintain a posture of faith, even in adversity, you are humbly teaching others the importance of trusting in God. The testimony of your trust can change the lives of people who are struggling and who need an example of perseverance and courage. In addition, it is essential that you remain committed to me and to the principles we have established. There is often a temptation to go back to people or situations that are harmful. These ties may seem comfortable or familiar, but it's important to recognize that not all connections are good for your soul. Staying committed means making choices that honor your relationship with me. By letting go of relationships or situations that pull you down or that don't reflect my love and purpose, you move towards the life I have planned for you. Reflecting on the connections around you is crucial. Ask yourself if these people are supporting you in your spiritual and emotional growth or if they are leading you in the opposite direction. Commitment to God requires a conscious choice to surround yourself with those who promote your well-being and growth. It's easy to get trapped in toxic relationships, but by keeping your focus on me and the promises I've made, you protect yourself from unnecessary pain. Remember that true happiness comes from being aligned with my purpose. In practice, this can mean making difficult decisions. Sometimes people or situations that seem comfortable may not be beneficial to your spiritual life. This is where courage comes into play. Being true to yourself and to God requires strength, but that strength comes when you commit to pursuing what is right, even if it means moving away from what is familiar or comfortable. Believe that by surrendering control, removing fear through faith and remaining committed to me, you will not only change your life, but you will also be a positive influence on many around you. The decisions you make today can affect your life tomorrow and the tomorrows of others. So stand firm in your choices. Walk with the confidence that by trusting in my will, you don't just have a guide. Every step you take towards the light represents an act of faith that can create a lasting impact. You are loved and supported on every journey you decide to take under my guidance. Life will have its difficulties, but with faith, commitment, and the surrender of your control to me, you will find the security and purpose you so desperately seek. Along the way, remember that the journey may be challenging, but you are never alone. I am always there, ready to guide you every step of the way. Be open to hearing my voice and understand that your path is sacred. I have a plan for you, and over time, the pieces of the puzzle will begin to come together in ways you may never have anticipated. Trust, keep the faith and remain firm in your decision to move forward. The life of blessings and wonders that I want for you is waiting to manifest itself. Life often presents you with scenarios that may seem challenging or even impossible to overcome. When you fix your eyes only on the visible circumstances, you can easily get carried away by discouragement. However, faith is the light that illuminates the path even when the horizon is cloudy. There is a plan that I have prepared for you, and it often works invisibly to your eyes. Things may seem out of control or pointless, but it is precisely at these moments that I am working intensely on your behalf. Trusting me means believing that I see what you don't see. While you're worrying about what's in front of you, I'm orchestrating events and situations that will make sense at the right time. This requires a deep level of trust. When you find yourself facing challenges, keep your eyes firmly fixed on my promise that everything works out for the good of those who love me. The attitude of faith you adopt can be the difference between despair and hope. By learning to see with your heart and not just your eyes, you will find a source of strength and courage that defies logic. It's important to remember that time and the way things unfold are often not as you imagine. You may feel stagnant or unable to move forward, but that doesn't mean there isn't movement happening on the spiritual plane. Roots grow underground, even when you can't see them. This is a powerful image for your current situation. Trusting in the invisible planes means believing that something bigger is underway, even when your reality doesn't reflect it. Many people in the Bible faced situations that didn't make sense at first glance, but their faith was a testimony to what is possible when you surrender to my control. That's why it's essential that you never give up. Persistence in trusting me, even when everything seems uncertain or delayed, is a sign of spiritual strength. Faced with difficulties, the temptation to conform or give up can be great, but it is at this time that you must hold on most firmly to your faith. There are periods in everyone's life when the promises seem distant and the circumstances challenging. But remember that faith is not just an attitude, it is a commitment to what is true. It is an act of trust that you must renew daily. When you find yourself in a difficult situation, it is vital that you remember the promises I have made. Don't allow despair or doubt to take over your heart. Instead, tune into my word. Listen to my voice whispering to you that everything is under control and that your prayers are being heard. Persistence in faith and a willingness to trust me are fundamental for blessings to manifest in your life. The interactions you have with yourself during these moments are important. Your internal dialogue should be filled with hope and expectation. Keep a prayer journal, record your moments of faith and progress. Sometimes, looking back and seeing how far you've come can rejuvenate your spirit and renew your hope. I am always present and always listening, and by giving voice to these feelings and experiences, you mature and strengthen your faith. As you move forward, remember that life is not just about achieving results, but about trusting that the process itself is a preparation for what is to come. Each phase, each experience serves a purpose in your spiritual growth. Sometimes waiting can be more valuable than immediate achievement. During this period of waiting, I use the time to shape you, perfect your character and prepare your heart to receive the blessings that are on their way. And when those blessings arrive, you will know that you have been prepared for them, because you have learned to trust and persist. Think of all the promises you hold in your heart. Think of everything I've done for you in the past and how often what seemed unattainable has come true. Faith should not be seen as an empty wish, but as a living force that drives you forward. It is a deep belief that is founded on my eternal promises. Don't be afraid of delays or difficulties, instead, see them as part of the divine plan at work. When you feel discouraged, remember that the light you seek is in my word and in your trust in me. Allow this light to illuminate your path, even in the darkest hours. With this light, you can light the way for others too. Your testimony of faith can be the strength that someone around you needs to keep going. Life is a cycle of growth and renewal. By making the decision to trust in my invisible plans and never give up, you join a legacy of faith that spans generations and touches lives. In the end, true victory is not just in receiving, but in having a heart that rejoices and glorifies even in uncertainty. You are always in the palm of my hand, dreaming and bringing to reality all that is good and perfect. So keep walking, keep believing and know that I am always with you, guiding and supporting you every step of the way. In life's most challenging moments, when the pressure seems overwhelming and fear tries to take over, it is essential that you remember that you are not alone. I am your refuge and fortress, and even in the most intense storms, I am watching over you. My love is a covering that envelopes you, and that is a truth you can carry in your heart every day. You may often feel that you are surrounded by difficulties and uncertainties. We all face moments when the path becomes hazy and the situation seems out of control. It is in times of distress that divine protection becomes even more evident. In each of these moments, it is important that you look around you and recognize the signs of my care. It may be through a friendly word, a situation that is resolved in an unexpected way, or simply in the peace that I place in your heart. My wish is that you try to remember this. The protection I offer doesn't mean that you won't face challenges, but that, even through them, there is always a purpose. You may think you are lost, but the path you walk is guided by me. Don't forget that every step you take, even in the midst of adversity, is aligned with the greater plan I have designed for you. When you realize that I am directing your actions and reactions, your heart finds a safe haven. And here comes the call I want to make to you: embrace the divine message I am offering you. This message is an invitation for you to align yourself with your purpose, a purpose that is unique and integral to creation. It's not just about what you will do or achieve, but about being who you truly are. Aligning with this purpose means being in tune with my plan, a plan that is good, perfect, and bears fruit in your life and in the lives of those around you. This connection with your purpose is not something that can only be found in great moments of achievement. It is often hidden in the small actions of everyday life, in the way you treat others, in the choices you make, in the way you live your life. Embracing this message means being attentive to the opportunities one place in your path to reach and live your truth. Sometimes the challenges will be tests, where you will need to decide whether to adopt an attitude of love, compassion, or resignation. Choosing to act in a way that reflects my love is one of the most powerful ways to align with your purpose. So keep your eyes open for the subtleties of life. The messages I have for you are not necessarily in big events, but can be perceived in small moments of clarity or in unexpected situations that reveal your true self. When you dedicate yourself to understanding and living these truths, you may end up discovering gifts and talents that were hidden, ready to be awakened. Remember, every day is a new opportunity to align yourself more with who I have called you to be. It's crucial that you don't let yourself get sidetracked by the noises of the world around you. Life can be full of distractions, but by keeping the faith and the routine of seeking what is divine, you will discover the true essence within you. Seek the peace and clarity that come from me, not the security that the world offers. This peace is eternal and can guide your daily decisions and interactions. Divine protection means that you are not just being watched, but have a purpose to fulfill here. There is a reason why you were created, and a mission that must be fulfilled. Believe that I am investing time and love in your formation and growth. Don't underestimate the impact your life can have on others. When you live in line with my plan, you become a light in a world that needs it. Your authenticity and sincerity can be sources of inspiration and hope for others. Open yourself to receive what I have to offer. This is a time to reflect on your life and your choices, and how they are aligned with my purpose. Take each day as a new chance to get closer to your true purpose. Trust in the protection I provide you and use that trust as a pillar of strength that will take you to the heights that were intended for you. The world may be volatile, but my hand is always outstretched to guide you through the uncertainties. You are part of a great plan that is constantly unfolding, and every step you take is essential to the realization of this divine dream that is your life. You may often be tempted to wait. To wait for the perfect moment, to wait for confirmation that everything is right. But the truth is that time is a gift and can be a powerful tool if used wisely. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back. The time to act is now, and it is crucial that you respond to this divine call with faith and openness to what I have in store for you. What you need to understand is that opportunities don't wait. Life unfolds before you in a series of moments that come and go. Each of these moments brings with it the chance to make a difference, both in your life and in the lives of others. Sometimes you may not see the immediate result of your actions, but every step you take has meaning. Waiting too long can lead you to miss out on the opportunities one have placed in your path. Be resolutely bold in your faith. Have the courage to take the first step, even if the road ahead is not yet entirely clear. In response to my call to you, I want you to trust that your willingness to act is in line with the plan I have set out. Everything doesn't have to be perfect before you move forward. In many cases, action is what creates the space for what is to come. Sometimes you need to move and let me guide your steps on the journey that lies before you. Don't worry about having all the answers. Instead, trust that I will provide the necessary direction along the way. By opening yourself to take action now, you also open your heart and mind to new possibilities. This means that sometimes you will need to let go of what is comfortable and familiar. Change can be uncomfortable, but it is often exactly what is necessary for growth and the realization of your purpose. I didn't promise that the path would always be easy, but every step of faith you take can result in great rewards. When you act in response to the call, you allow me to shape your life in ways you may not have imagined. Reflect for a moment on your own hopes and dreams. Which areas of your life are you hesitant to act on? Is there something you've been feeling you should do, but have been putting off? As you answer these questions, remember that I am here to support you. What you need is a willingness to take the next step. When you abandon the desire to wait for perfect circumstances and allow yourself to act on your trust in me, you activate the strength and courage that are within you. The faith I want you to embrace is that which manifests itself in action. True faith is not just believing, it is moving with that belief. If you believe that there is a purpose to your life, a reason why you were created, and that I am with you every step of the way, then you can take that step forward. Sometimes, what seems like just a small action can trigger a domino effect of change that will impact you and others in ways you could never have predicted. When you combine faith with action, you recognize that your life is an extension of what you believe. Every decision, every move, says something about your belief in me. It's easy to say that you trust me, but the real proof of that trust is how you behave. So start acting. If you feel a calling to help someone, do it. If you have a dream that needs to be pursued, take the first step. The impulse you feel inside is a sign of my direction. Live each day with the intention of honoring the call I place in your heart. Time is of the essence, and acting now is a way of recognizing the purpose I have for you. In doing so, you learn to live in a state of expectation and hope. Each small act of faith is a brick in the construction of something bigger that is yet to come, and even if it doesn't seem substantial at the moment, I am building something great and beautiful. This is a special moment for you. Embrace the idea that by taking action, you are not just doing something for yourself, but joining the flow of my divine plan. You are connecting to a larger network of purpose and potential. By allowing yourself to live according to this truth, you open your heart to receive more from me and to become a channel of blessings in other people's lives. Don't be discouraged by the difficulties that may arise along the way. Every obstacle is an opportunity for you to grow and demonstrate even more faith. Communicate with me. Seek my wisdom in prayer and know that I will always be close by, guiding your choices and strengthening your spirit. I walk beside you, and when you act courageously and faithfully, you too become a beacon of hope for those around you. Take this message as the motivation you need to get up and take action. Time is a precious gift that must be treasured. Don't wait for the right moment, start now, put your beliefs into practice, and trust that I will be with you. What you do right now could be exactly what you need to transform not only your life, but also those close to you. Act now, with faith and openness, and watch how I can transform each step into something extraordinary. What prevents you from moving forward is not just the circumstances around you, but the beliefs you feed internally. Fear and doubt can create barriers that obstruct your connection with me. These limitations are not the truth about who you are or what you are capable of achieving. They are mere illusions that settle in your mind and keep you away from the blessings I have prepared for you. When you allow yourself to believe in these limitations, you lose sight of the potential that lies within you. Freeing yourself from these beliefs requires courage and a change of perspective. You need to recognize that these negative ideas do not define your reality. Each of you has a divine purpose, and that purpose is not limited by circumstances or other people's opinions. By confronting your doubts and fears, you make space for the truth of your identity and the promises I have made to manifest in your life. Don't let what the world says about you or past experiences dim the light I have placed in your heart. It is common for life's path to be full of challenges and uncertainties. It's important to trust in the journey, even when things seem unclear. Challenges are often opportunities to prepare for something greater. They are not a sign of failure, but an invitation for you to mature and grow. Each difficulty you face may be shaping your character, strengthening your faith and providing you with experiences that are essential for your development. Sometimes, what you perceive as an obstacle may be exactly what you need to reach a new level of understanding and ability. Understanding that each trial is part of the bigger plan for your life brings peace to your heart. When you look beyond the difficulties, you begin to see how each experience is interconnected and how everything fits into a bigger picture that has my seal of love and care. Stand firm, even in the face of adversity. Growth often comes through struggle, and I'm with you every step of the way. Believe that with each passing day, you are closer to what I have prepared for you. Hope is a vital aspect of your life of faith. Never underestimate the power of prayer and waiting. Even when the answers seem distant or the solutions are not visible, trust that I am orchestrating things behind the scenes. Miracles are being prepared, and this often happens in ways you can't imagine. Hope activates your faith and allows you to have the resilience you need to carry on. Lift up your prayers, keep your eyes fixed on the promises, and don't give up, even when there is uncertainty on the horizon. Every prayer you say is a step in the right direction. Gratitude is another essential element that must be cultivated in your life. Being grateful for every blessing, no matter how small, helps to open your eyes to the abundance around you. But it's also important to be grateful for challenges, because they are ways of learning. When you learn to see every situation as an opportunity for growth, you begin to shape a mindset of abundance. Saying thank you isn't just a formality, it's an expression of recognition of the love and kindness I've placed in your life. Each day brings a new reason to give thanks, and this will allow you to see the world through a generous and loving lens. Also, embracing your divine destiny is paramount. I have already laid out a path for you, and that path is full of promise and potential. Being open to moving forward with faith and courage is key. This means that you must allow yourself to dream big dreams and believe that you are worthy of them. Doubts may arise, but choose to trust that I am always there, guiding your path and making everything happen for your good fortune. Preparing to move forward requires a willingness of heart and mind. It's about being ready to embrace the unknown and trusting that it is full of opportunities. With each new phase of life, I give you the chance to discover a new aspect of who you are and what you are capable of. This is what reflects the essence of your true self, a being shaped by love and light. So, stand firm in faith and continue to seek my guidance in everything you do. Trust that I take care of every detail and that, as you move forward, I am by your side, guiding your hands and your heart. Do your part, shake that strength that exists within you and move forward with the certainty that you have a destiny worth living. If you cultivate gratitude, hope and courage, you'll be surprised at how far you can go. Be ready to receive the blessings I am preparing for you and don't hesitate to share them with others. Your light can illuminate the path of many who are lost and in need of a little hope and love. With every step you take, remember that you are following a divine path that has already been prepared. You are loved and appreciated, and there are so many good things waiting for you. The time to act, to believe, and to open up to everything I want to offer you is now. Son, throughout everything we've discussed, it's essential that you take this message forward and share the hope and light with others. If this message has touched your heart and you want to attract positive energy and good fortune into your life, comment with the word abundance below. This will help keep your intention alive and connect you with all those seeking growth. Also, I'd like to invite you to check if you're already subscribed to the channel. If you're not already, take the opportunity to join us in this community of faith and hope. Your support is precious. Don't forget to share this content with friends and family who may be in need of a word of encouragement and, if you can, leave a like so that more people can receive this message. Now, let's close with a little prayer, asking for my protection and wisdom in your life. Dear God, I thank you for every blessing and for every challenge that has shaped my character. I ask that you guide me in every step and help me to see your divine purpose in my life. May I always find courage to act and gratitude in my heart. Amen. Continue steadfast in your faith and remember that I am always with you, ready to support you every step of the way.